Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, home of the 12th man, and ready to cheer on the Texas A&M Aggies. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Gamecocks will put total leather and will get started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense getting set for first down. To the air, it's Wegman. Got it set up on the outside. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Texas A&M going quickly.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 15. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the deep?
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's got it on the right. Afterburner's coming. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On to attempt the try. Splits the uprights. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Fielded in the end zone. It's Daniels. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the...
Running toward the tape. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
Makes the grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Texas A&M going up tempo. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you see the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the kick is no good, but the defense way too aggressive. I think they roughed him. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coach...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a man, it's Sellers. Looking deep down the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 15. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Vanderbilt is going to walk off the field there in Nashville with a much-needed victory. They had had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way.
Lost one deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. To the ground with the back. Got room at the 35. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Texas A&M going quickly. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
He's going to bring it out from deep. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyway.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he makes the catch at the 10. Touchdown, South Carolina! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Have a see some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. From inside the 15, here's the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make...
Off he goes! Just trucks through it! A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he puts through the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Gamecocks in the hurry up.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might...
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive, and they can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes. When I'm a defense and I got them backed up, is I am stopped.
He lost one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on 3rd down in your end of the field, you better be right, because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline, what sort of changes were...
Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Unloads it left. What a snag by the defense. Got some room to run. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Aggie. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
He's back to throw on second down. Going to try to get it himself. At the 35, he's open. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to...
Fires one high and deep. And he makes the catch inside the 20. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Flushed out of the pocket. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Defense in press coverage. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Pass on the way, it's picked off! And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the... He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the ball is intercepted. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking to go up top on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
And he's brought down after a nice game. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. Going up top on first down. He caught it. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it out. It's Daniels. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here. Just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
They'll throw it on first down. Shoots it to the left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Now improvising. Complete to the right. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Wants to throw. It's Wegman coming after it. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the third time today. Trying to take it back. The tag. Touchdown Gamecocks. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
With jet sweep pass. Nice move there. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Got it in the middle. It's Green. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They'll throw it on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. They've got the screen set up. At the 35, he's got room. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Perfect play call against the perfect defense. They came with a blitz, and the offense had the screen pass called at the right time. Running back gets it in his hands. He's got linemen out in front, getting hats on hats. You can't do it any better than that.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going.
Touchdown, South Carolina! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Well, second and goal that time, and instead of turning around and giving it to Mr. Dependable, you just let your quarterback do it himself. Up front, everybody's got to get low. It's low man wins. You're able to get a surge, and the quarterback plows in for the touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Ball State is currently ahead in this one, but let's remember, this program has just one bowl win all time, so nothing is a given in Muncie. They're up by 7 over Kent State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Running with power. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. To the air, it's Wegman. Pocket starts to collapse. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
These corners going to give these receivers some space. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Looking to move it through the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And perhaps there's some confusion. The field goal unit is out there. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the tailback. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. On first down, here comes this offense. They're going to ride this running back. At midfield, he's got room. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Leaves it with the running back. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. Reeled it in and just made the house call. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Corners are going to bail. Feeling some heat. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and he lobs one high down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Gamecocks! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Here comes the two-point try. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a bang, a 71-yard scoring strike. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. To the air on first down. Forced out of the pocket. At the 35, he's loose. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Texas A&M going up tempo. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Right down the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Aggies with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Aggies! Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
South Carolina.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Going for the return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
Run it with the fullback. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And the offense is doing probably exactly what you want them to do. What do we need to do? We need to run clock. We got the lead. We're in a good situation to get points. Now, tick, 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 tick. The clock is my friend.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina! They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
64, Texas A&M, 49.
Coming out with it, it's Daniels. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Quarterback will audible. Number one objective here, no turnover. Can't meet the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. So after hitting bankrupt, spinning that wheel of fortune, now this offense can tack a little more onto the lead. They have it 1st and goal. Touchdown Gamecocks! And the route is on. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Makes a move. He'll be out of bounds at the 36-yard line after a solid return. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
After the missed connection, it's 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Texas A&M going quickly. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Aggies.
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Dumps it to the back. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. And he's going to run it back. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.